And let's preach, let's discuss our kids, our churches, our homes, our future, our homes, and our dreams. Let's talk about it on the morning show. It's time for the morning show. Michael Lampkin morning show. Hey, let's talk about it on the. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
I'm back. God healed me. I was sick, but God healed my body.
Yes, He did.
Jehovah Rapha. That's so ugly. Jehovah Rapha. Jehovah Rapha.
That's so weak, dude.
Welcome to the Mike Lampkin Morning Show. This is our 30th episode.
Whoop, whoop.
I gotta clap for you.
And God has been so good to us. And we thank God for it. I'm here with my co-host, Amber Elliott, and my vice president of the Missouri Midwestern Ecclesiastical Jurisdiction of the Churches of God in Christ. I almost said something else. I'm going to be nice this week. If y'all don't know by now, we've been in convocation all week. And you know what? I got saved last night. No, I got saved Wednesday night.
Wednesday night.
Well, John Hannah, man, listen. Shoot, I thought I was catching a cold. I was crying so much. I ain't cried that much since my daddy whooped me before I started preaching. Thank you, Jesus! Yeesh. So I couldn't see, wait. So I'm dying in it.
What movie is that, Clay? Nah, that ain't no movie. What clip is that he just quoted?
I don't know.
Come on, man. You got to know these
He
clips.
knows. Come on, Ghost Rider.
Wasn't that the news reporter in the country hick town?
What really happened on that Thursday?
The views expressed in this program are not necessarily.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm here again.
Lord,
Amber
that was your
Elliott,
son over there across the hall, across the table with the plaid shirt on.
Dang, I done got demoted. He gonna have a mic sitting out there next time. Here you go, Mike. Amber Elliott, she's here.
I am. Good morning.
I appreciate you for holding it down last week. You talked about me like
2
a
weeks
dog.
ago.
It was 2 weeks ago.
Was it 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks.
I was here last week, wasn't I?
Yeah, I wasn't here.
Oh, yeah. I ain't talking about my healing last week. Wow. That just show you how time flies. Well, we thank God anyway.
You do.
Amber did a good job.
Thank you.
I appreciate her, and she does it.
That's it. You do it for 5.
That's that Levi 2 that hit me. That was that jury.
But get back to my compliment.
Oh.
Father, when I get all the applause.
Amber does a fantastic job. I promise you. We have not had any run-ins as her being my co-host and
because y'all think
Vice
he running
President.
for real, but y'all really don't know.
Here we go.
I actually do.
Here we go.
Father, when I get all the applause.
Play it one more time, too.
Father, when I get all the
One more time
applause.
for the Holy Ghost.
Father, when I get all the applause. Father, when I get all the applause.
And my brother.
Marcus.
Boy, I'm so sick of this boy here.
Lampkin.
This man.
Where you at?
Did we get vacations? Because, I mean, the only reason why I wasn't here because I was sick. I'm trying to figure out what he's doing. My brother, Marcus Lampkin.
Don't talk about Marcus.
Oh, I can't talk about my brother.
No.
I can't talk about Marcus Lampkin.
No, you cannot.
I can't talk about Marcus Lampkin. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Yeah, my brother, man, let me tell you something. They have been playing very professional this whole week, man. I am amazed. Shout out to Marcus Lampkin, the drummer, and who I made over the band.
Lampkin.
Bobby Connors.
That's my brother. That's my brother.
Boy,
Hey, Bobby done played behind two Clark sisters. Two Clark sisters.
Bobby the truth.
Now, Bobby a little nervous about tonight, but I'm telling you, he get ready to
Because
sweep
Bishop
through.
Blake, you better.
Winers, it's Friday.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
But he did his good playing for Blake last night. Well, before, yeah. I know you appreciated that, Bobby. Yeah.
He saw and said, man, you finna kill behind Marvin Winans. You know, 'cause you know Marvin knows every hymn,
Man.
every verse.
And I promise to feel like Bobby know every one of them.
Did Bobby know all of them?
He gonna know it tonight. You know,
tonight.
Marvin
I'm
Winans
tripping.
be tonight.
You know, I stepped out the room. I missed that.
Yeah. So you know, but yeah, Bishop Blake, you know, that was a breeze. So that's gonna be good. So, but yeah, Bobby Connor's been holding it down all week. Keon Sanders
Go on, Keon.
doing it. Nick Chandler doing it.
I'm glad you've been here all week, man.
Man, I'm all right. Yeah, it's probably last year. Nick he was playing for 3 other complications while this was going on. He's fired.
Is that all of the musicians?
All of them.
Because I got
All
to ask
of
y'all a
them.
question.
What's up?
Have y'all seen Kenyon's daddy in that new video that just dropped yesterday or 2 days ago by Tammy Jennings? Y'all got to watch it. He made his acting debut. Kenyon's daddy.
It's like his real daddy?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh.
I thought you was trying to be funny, man.
Gotta check it out.
Yeah, but man, I'm talking about they have been blasting all week. Man, our 20-piece choir, 10,
However,
8-piece choir.
Shady on himself.
talk about the choir.
Nah, I'm messing with you. No, the choir has been on and popping. Man, let me
no
tell you
choir
something.
greater. I don't care what anybody says.
Let me tell y'all what happened.
No choir greater.
Me and Amber punched behind Karen Clark's shirt. It was just me and her. She said, clap your hands. Pray. Pray. We were punching it. BBCC.
I left you hanging a little bit, but
Right. Can I say hallelujah? I'm like,
I'm so out of breath. Like
She had you going, huh?
like hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah,
Right.
hallelujah, hallelujah. I'm
I
like,
look over,
oh
I said,
my God.
hallelujah.
I sang
And she
that
said,
part.
she said,
When it got to the I couldn't do
she
it.
dipped.
Nobody else came up there and joined y'all?
No.
No, Amber stopped. She's like, hallelujah. We got it. Arrogant. It's 40 chairs up there. You try to get a soprano. She said, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Sit down.
She gave him the hand.
Right.
Don't come up
All
here.
right. Come up here if you want. I'm going to
Stop
trip
in the
you.
name of love hand, huh?
Yeah, that trip, you know, back in the day, used to trip people.
did
Come
not
up here, I'm going to
have
trip you.
Can you believe he just made a reference to it? R&B song?
Well,
Really?
well
Stop
he
in
was
the
doing
name
it on the radio. Nobody could see him. So I wanted everybody to be able to visualize. So, you put that hand out. Stop. Yeah. So I just made a reference. Man, I must not be saved this week, huh?
Oh, man.
Ain't
gotta
nothing wrong
fast.
with R&B.
Oh, yes, it is. There's a lot.
Ain't nothing wrong with being in love with. Oh, yeah. Cleopas Robinson III is in the house.
What's going on, y'all?
Man, that was drier than a.
What's going on, yeah?
That's all right. You know what? You know what? That's all right. I got some. Stand up right now in this blue shirt.
I ain't telling you nothing else out there. But he did get him, though. He said, y'all, stand up. Get up right now. I'm not going to be praying by myself. Get up. Tell God thank you. Open your filthy mouth and tell God thanks. That's what he said. Open your mouth.
Father, when I get off
Hey, you
Tell
all
God
of
yes. I said tell him yes. If I come down there, if I get up, if I get up and come down there, if I walk down that aisle, let me tell you something. If I slide down this aisle in my police shoes, it's not gonna be nice. Get up. Tell him yes. I said tell him yes. Shut up and tell him yes.
Shut up and tell
Shut
me.
up and open your mouth. Be silent and talk. Shut up and keep on talking. Shut up and keep on talking. Tell him yet about she. Tell him.
That make me think about when you used to get a whip and they say, "Shut up, before I give you something to cry
Right,
for."
exactly.
I'm
Like,
crying right now. What are you
didn't
talking about?
understand that. Hush.
I got my cheek hurt.
Let me tell you something. The most funniest thing this week, I'm telling you. Oh my God. But yeah, this week has been it's been a great week. So, and the best is still yet to come. We still got tonight, and then tomorrow we got Erna French. We're gonna be with her for her 50th birthday musical, and then Sunday at the Fresh.
And they got cake and punch. That's
Cake and punch. They got cake and punch at Pilgrim Rest Missionary Baptist Church, and we're going to salute Erna French. Man, she has sung at every birthday party, musical, cemetery party, funeral, homegoing, homecoming, bar mitzvahs. I'm talking about weddings, pettiness, all of it. Tea parties, biscuits, barbecues, everything. Napkin sermons, communion, laundromat. She sung everywhere, wherever she could sing. She is so faithful. She is the praise and worship leader at the Rainbow Church, and I get to work with her every single Sunday. And every now and again, I have to pull her coattail, but God is good. I love me some Erna French, and you can't tell me nothing about her. That is my friend. I love her, and I'm telling you, she's just a flat-footed singer. I'm seriously. I'm talking about you ain't heard no good singing until you heard her sing.
Absolutely.
No, seriously, she really can sing, and we appreciate her. There's only one Erna French, and so I want you all to bring your money. What I say?
You say what?
What I say?
He got a mic. You got a whole mic.
Right.
My man. No, you said we preach for her.
Oh, I'm sorry. We appreciate her. Sorry. Man, listen, I'm tired this week. Shoot.
I'm gonna help you get him today.
You ain't better. Yeah, right.
He trying to. The last 2 weeks, he been picking out everything.
Everything.
Notice I wasn't in the mic.
Y'all not gonna keep talking about me being a ghostwriter every week, and I ain't got nothing to say.
See, now I was on your side.
He ain't got no sermon. So now he gonna pick on us because he ain't got no sermon.
I got plenty of sermons.
He done copied and paste like
I didn't put.
Shut up, Clay.
You've been muted.
Wait a minute. How I get muted? He was finna start talking.
Hey, this is the 30th show. I know when you start talking fast, it's just mute you. It don't matter what you talking about. Something about to come out wrong. When you start talking fast, just mute.
Oh man,
that's the safe way to be. When Marcus get quiet, I mute him because I know.
Man, I'm telling you, but God is so good, so we're gonna support her, and then Sunday, I'm so excited about Sunday because, man, we get to do something for our youth. It's a trunk party. I got 4. No, actually, I got another young guy who just joined the church. So I got 4 young people that are in college. Why you looking at me like that?
Because it's funny. I got 3. I got 4.
I had to count.
No, I got 5. That was just kind of funny. Looking at you was funny. Not what you said. Come on, man. Talking about the college
I'm going to get you too.
I'm on your side today.
No, you're not. You're not seeing me. That's why I got a testimony that's going to shake this nation. I'm telling y'all, don't let me forget. I want all y'all to have your own testimony too. And then in this radio land,
you in that blue shirt, have a testimony.
Right. You stand up and tell what God did for you. If I get up, I make you tell this testimony. It won't be pretty. Now I'm trying to not lay my hands on you. Get up. I said get up and testify. Tell him what he did.
Tell him what he did.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all. So now I am finna throw him up. I am getting ready to throw him up under the bus.
You are?
I am.
I'm scared because I thought you did already.
No, I ain't mentioned his name. I've been mentioning somebody else's name. Now, Bishop Larry Coleman. I used to play for him all the time, so he'll do it. So he'll be like, I know somebody got a testimony. He like, did you just tell me God gave you a new job? Yes, Bishop. Well, stand up and tell him. I love it. That's old school. I love Bishop Lawrence Coleman, man. The Word of Life Worship Center. Great people. Seriously. But we got our producer here, Levi 2 King. It doesn't make no sense. I'm still introducing people.
Why? Because you talking about everything else?
We had 14 minutes and 22
seconds. And you're laughing, though. We're all laughing. We're all
This
laughing.
is where I mute Amber. Anytime she start looking at her phone, I know. That means she's a little frustrated right now. Let me mute her.
I'm looking for what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, about shot.
Yeah, I know about that.
Rab ya. Oh, rab ya.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, a lonely night.
He's going in on these effects, boy.
Oh, man. Okay, so we have a wonderful show for you today. As always, we got our What Is That Innocence. And then we got our Minute to Vent It with Amber. I'm sure she's full of vents today.
She's been in convocation all week.
Right. She been struggling and straining.
What's up with this name?
I feel that today. All right. And we're going to, listen, this is our 30th episode. We're chatting live today, so y'all chat with us, all right? Tell us what you think about the Mike Lampkin Morning Show. This is our 30th episode. Tell us what you like about it. Tell us what you don't like.
No, you don't. No, I'm going to block all of them.
I want y'all to say something negative. I want you to stand up and say it.
And be sure to share, too.
Yeah, share. Not the negative. But just share.
Share the video. I mean the stream.
Share that we're streaming live today. So I want you to hashtag Mike Lampkin Morning Show and then hashtag Me Too Music so that I won't get fired. Because if we don't put that Me Too.
Y'all
music
don't have to
there.
hashtag Me Too Music. I do that. Y'all don't have to do that.
Yes, we do.
We let them hashtag Mike Lampkin Morning Show.
No, yeah, we're gonna do both of them. So y'all chat with us live. Amber is on live. I'm on live. Cleophas is on there. We're gonna make it happen. Clea's on there all the time. I mean, Two is on there because you see that crown. Just flesh.
I shall wear a crown. Jinx, you can't say nothing until somebody say your name. I shall wear.
Y'all should see Amber's face.
What happened?
Say my name. Thanks. There you go, Clay.
Pull to you.
Yeah.
Speaking of crown, when it's all over, we have life eternal.
We should sing that tonight.
I hate that song.
So what you call it can come blow y'all up?
Because Sylvester teaches to every choir he goes to. Like now he at Mount Pisgah, so I'm sure he gonna teach them I should wear a crown. He not there. He told me he was there. Well, we'll see. Yeah.
All right, let's move.
Well, we're gonna move forward here, and the next song's coming up. I don't play for anybody.
I stepped out the room. What I missed? I'm back. What I missed?
I don't know.
I stepped out.
We're gonna go with Stephen McCoy, and it's called Resurrection. I love this song.
Start that song.
Stay with us.
Please start that song.
Stay with us. Play it, Clay.
Play it, Clay. Tell it, Clay.
Mike Lampkin Morning Show. Stay with us.
Is this gospel?
For we celebrating our Savior, for He lives, the one and only true and living God. Come on, get excited about your Savior. Get excited about Him. Come on, help me say.
Everybody down in his hand. Crown of thorns on his head.
Come on.
His name left him for dead. But he rose from there.
Come on.
So that my Savior lives.
Y'all might as well get excited, for you know what time it is. Come on.
Everybody down in his hand. Crown of thorns on his head.
He didn't have to do it, but He did.
His name left him for dead. But he rose from there. So that my Savior lives.
Come on, feel real good in here right now. Come on, Dave Pennell, see, Dave.
They put nails in his hand. Crown of thorns on his head. Then they left him for dead. But he rose from there. So
that he lives. God sent his son. And they call him Jesus. He came to love.
We really need a piano in here.
To heal and forgive. He bled and died. You ever heard somebody sing like that? Just about my pardon. An empty grave is there to prove my Savior lives. Because he lives. This is hard. I can face tomorrow because he lives.
I bet you get serious somewhere. I bet it's coming. I feel it.
No, I'm done.
Because his tone cleaning up is getting better and better.
Oh, man. Me?
Oh, man.
I'll let what's his name play today so he can stop crying. All right. Let me tell y'all this story. I told you I was gonna tell it. And my Uncle Tony, he's been singing in the choir each night. Let me tell y'all what happened. So when he was a member of our church, it was Abundant Faith Ministry at that time. We had
I remember them days.
what's her name? The lady who sang No Greater Love off Ricky Diller's CD. I think that was the time. It was our choir annual day, whatever. So we singing, right? And my Uncle Tony just passed out right in the middle of the song. Boom! That's all you hear. He hit the floor. Everything shakes. So
You be my mic.
I'm glad he just did, because that was not Christ-like what you just said.
Sure, it wasn't Christ-like.
So anyway, well, this definitely not going to be Christ-like. So
Why it
anyway,
gotta be not Christ like? It's the truth. It was the truth.
and the thing is, yeah, he was bigger back then. So he had a huge weight loss. So
Yeah.
shout out to my uncle. So, but wait a minute, he had passed out. We had to drag him to the back of the church.
How
And
many
then-
people?
We had to call the Rams football team. Oh man! So somebody went to Rally's and got some fries, some hot fries, and so we waved them in front of his nose, and he woke up talking to him. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. I'm serious. This is a true story. He did not come to it till he smelled those fries. I'm serious. He said, "Thank you, Jesus."
You are making this up.
No, I
Is
wouldn't
he
lie
for
to
real?
you. No, I'm serious too. I can't make stuff up like this. He was done, passed out, and I thought about it because he passed out Wednesday, and I had to try to hold him up. I was like, "Nah, we can't do this. Now, if God don't supply, we won't be able to have this."
I mean, it
done."
was literally every choir member holding him up. Not me though.
To a Monday night?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
He got his days.
I thought he said Monday
Last
night.
Tuesday, no,
Not listening.
January, no. Hey man, I thought about that last night, and I'm talking about hilarious. It was a thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. So if y'all got anybody that pass out your church, just go to rallies. It'll free you. There's something going on in the Greeks. Hit a bush. Hit a bush. Hit a bush.
Just move on. You can't do this every single week.
Hey, y'all please be sure we have our new reality show. Our reality show is coming back. We're doing shorts this time instead of full episodes. And on this next one, you got to check out Pastor Mike. Y'all get to finally see him do his impersonation of Amber when she's full with the Spirit. So you get to see it. So be sure to
Full of
click
the
over there and
Spirit.
watch it.
I want y'all to know Amber Elliott is saved for real. Matter of fact, those of y'all that are chatting live with us, I want you just to hashtag Amber Elliott. I want you to do it, and I want you to just hashtag a ton. Just go. I want y'all to do it.
We'll
Come on.
send you a free music
Everybody.
pack if you can spell it.
Yeah, I will send you a free music packet of all the singers that we don't like, and y'all can have all their CDs. None of the CDs that have ever sold, we're gonna send it to you for free. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Speaking of that, there's a song that I want to sing right now. I'm joking. Y'all should have seen too. He was ready to mute me so quick. Oh man! All right, so let's move on. We're gonna have our "What Is That" moment. Once we come back from our commercial, we got to pay some bills. Stay tuned with us, Mike Lampkin Morning Show.
The Me Too Music, Media, and Performing Arts School is now accepting enrollment.
Whether you want to learn gospel music on piano, lead and bass guitar, drums, have vocal lessons, or media classes, our staff is committed and dedicated to making sure you learn what it is that you need. To sign up, visit us online at me2music.com/school. That's METOO music.com/school. Sign up today.
Hey, this is Scooter of Phase 2, and you're listening to the Mike Lampkin Morning Show here at Me Too Music.
It's the Mike Lampkin Morning Show. Mike Lampkin Morning Show.
So I just got some information out there.
Oh no, you don't. No, you don't.
You did.
We'll not do that. We are back.
So I just found out that Jesus saints.
Nothing but the blood.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, and thank you, Lord.
Boy, I got all y'all should have. Oh man,
Hey.
y'all should have seen these people face at the table. Nah, I ain't gonna do y'all like that. I wouldn't do that.
Boy.
Oh man, that was hilarious.
I'm sweating.
I was just thinking, like, man, I feel like my mama said she's gonna whoop me, and I'm still out.
I'm straight sweating over here.
I done read it. Y'all like, what happened? I can't even tell you. But let me tell y'all something. God is in the blessing business.
He is.
We study to be quiet sometimes.
See?
All right, let's get y'all. What is that moment?
Jesus Christ.
What is that? Now this is kind of like a what is that moment? And again, it's not. It's dealing with musicians that
Yeah,
like.
why would you pick it?
See what I go through? I just gave her all these compliments.
Yep.
And, she
And
just,
all of it is still true.
Father, when I get off this
just let me be great. Just let me be great. Let me live. All right. This is dealing with musicians that always like play over the top sometimes when you're playing behind somebody. So let's hear it.
Okay, piano player, do you know Amazing Grace? You do? All right, great. I just want to keep it simple. So
Dude was
just
killing
follow
that.
me
Ain't
and
gonna lie.
keep your chord simple, not too much. I don't want to overkill
Not too
the
much.
song.
Too
Okay.
fancy.
Amazing.
Ready? You understand? Yes.
Grace.
Oh my goodness. Dude, this is hilarious.
How sweet
Oh yes. Play sir.
the sound
This dude is really playing.
that okay. Flow with me, keyboard player. Now let's get back in the spirit. Now come on, let's flow. Bring it back down. Okay. That saved.
If I ever see this in church, I would be weak.
Look, I said follow me. Where are you going? Okay, just break the music. Like me. Dude, you killing me.
Dude, that's hilarious. That deserves an applause.
Musicians sometimes keep it in the pocket.
I mean, it's so funny because everybody know we witnessed that a million times.
All the time.
Who?
Come on, who does it?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody at this table should say anything. Let the people in chat land name names.
Yeah, y'all name names. Cause see,
We're not gonna do that.
See, we got some more shows to do. Well, we try to get syndicated, so we can't. Now y'all not for turf.
Plus, we in holy convocation. We got to keep it holy.
That's right.
No,
Be ye
we're
holy.
in holy convocation.
Oh,
CMB.
Wow.
We all together. We all.
you didn't see two there. Two was in the balcony. He was there last night shouting.
I can tell you what happened. There was a lady walking around with a yellow suit on filming. Am I right or wrong?
I wasn't even in there.
She talking about it's our holy convocation.
Talking about I wasn't there.
She there cooking.
There's a lady with a yellow suit on.
Now I saw her Wednesday night. A lady with a yellow suit on.
Well, that's what I mean. Wednesday night. I'm
okay.
sorry. You know, early in the morning I get my days mixed
Right.
up.
I want to tell the radio land, never buy a suit from a naked man. I God just told me to tell you that. Never buy a suit from a naked man. I'm just telling you. Don't do that.
Wow.
That's not God. All right.
Oh, shy.
Oh, hi. Did you feel that?
No, I didn't, Pastor Mike.
Shoot. If Amber's shoulders got any higher. Oh! Jesus. Jesus. Jesus.
There we go.
Yep. There it go. Get serious, right?
Hey, man.
There we go.
I can't help it. I'm cold.
Father, when I get all the applause.
He had to feel this stuff. Now, let me get serious just for a minute. If you see some potential in your, first of all, let me stop. I got to congratulate Two on something because y'all know Two saved for real. But when I saw, but I had to say this though, and I'm serious, man. Your kids came to our youth conference and played like it was great. But I saw one of your sons; they had their hair dyed.
I ain't stopped beating them yet.
Why? Could I often say something good because
I'm just talking.
Still, I can often say, letting them be, kids, even though you say, you know what I'm saying.
He asked me, but what I respect is he called and asked me for permission.
See, but absolutely, you know what I'm saying. Because let me tell you something. Now I'm gonna be honest.
Now, do I like it? No, I don't. But I'm trying to teach my kids how to make good decisions when they're not around me.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, he got to live with the consequences. It's not a sin to do it. So
thank you. Thank you.
Live.
And that's what I was getting to.
As long as he don't get too far. But I
Right.
respect the fact he had enough respect to talk to me before he did it.
Absolutely. So Radio Land, and I'm saying it because this is a real father right there sitting on the other side of this table, and I appreciate that because he could be like, "Nah, holiness is right. You ain't gonna dye your hair up in this house. Hold on, yeah, you're not gonna do that." But he was man enough to allow his son to still be great. You know what I'm saying, and make his own decisions.
And I hate it.
And what is going on here? Okay, and then and let his son still be a kid or a growing adult, growing. You know what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. And people don't realize that in a godly family, you don't have to be that strict. You know what I'm saying? Let the kids breathe. I thank God for my parents. I got saved on my own. I didn't get saved because they said you need to be saved. Get up and start tarrying. Get up. Say thank you. Shut up. They didn't do that to me. I asked them about the Holy Ghost. I asked them about salvation. They showed me the way. Me and my brother put on our choir robes. And one of us got in my mama closet, one of them got in my daddy closet, and we started tarrying for ourselves, and we got it.
And choir robe? Why y'all put a choir robe?
We had our Unity Chapel youth choir robes on. Don't ask us. Don't ask us. Don't do it. And me and my brother was tarrying, and I got mad because he got it first. My brother, he received first, and I was too mad, so I had to get unmad and then go for myself. Cause I heard him speaking at the time, said, "Man, you went before me, man." But God is good. But no, I appreciate that too. Yep, I appreciate you, man, for doing that, and because you gotta realize, you can be saved and still let your kids make their own decisions and bring them up into learning how to, ask for permission, but then not be so strong on them to where you suffocate them from having, a childhood life. You know what I'm saying? Because he may like that now, then he may change. You know what I'm saying? Right. But just having that freedom to be a kid and to just experiment, different, and I appreciate that about too. And
that's why kids be going crazy though, for real.
Absolutely.
They can't do nothing.
Absolutely.
So when I get a little freedom, I'm being free.
Exactly. They're going to be free. They're going to do everything. Yeah. But when parents, godly parents that say, this ain't going to hurt me because I've already instilled in them the right and the wrong of life. And, and it works. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the hardest thing about it. Trying to figure out that balance. Figure out when you should, when you should not.
Absolutely.
That's the hardest part.
But when I saw that, I was like, man, two all right with me. And I want to appreciate you, man. Proud of you.
Thanks, Marcus. Mike.
Yeah, G.
Yeah, G.
Yeah, and that speaks volume. You know what I'm saying? Radio Land, y'all talk back to it. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about your kids under a godly house? I think it's wonderful if you just let them breathe a little bit. Give them some space.
I mean, everybody got to have structure, but you got to have balance too.
But we have to realize that's the hardest part, trying to realize that line not to cross, and to give them some freedom.
Absolutely. Because they're going to need that way. Like Amber just said, they won't get up and be like, I ain't going to nobody church. I'm going to do whatever I can, however I can, because I'm grown. And so to stop all that madness, you know what I'm saying, you give them a little leeway. Let them know, all right, hey, I break your neck. But go ahead.
But I try to do the same thing even when it comes to the word with them.
Yeah.
I teach it to them, but I don't, because at the end of the day, forcing it on them, what's that going to do for their heart?
Absolutely.
Only thing they're going to do is show me what they're outside. But as soon as they leave, as soon as they move out, their heart is going to go elsewhere. They're going to show me where their heart has been since I've been forcing it down their throat. So
exactly.
Yeah, man, it's not easy.
I appreciate you for that. We need more parents like you, so I appreciate that, man. You and Dewan, that's good. Because you know what? And because of that freedom, his kids are doing good in school. They're graduating. They're going to college, right?
Yep.
Both of them. So, man, and then them boys can play. I'm telling you, what's her name?
Tony Town. Lauren.
Lauren, she played the guitar. Lead.
The acoustic.
What Joy playing?
She is
drums and bass.
I saw them Saturday.
Joey?
You playing the church?
You talking about last Friday?
That was Friday?
Yeah, when Amy sung? It was Friday.
Oh, I thought it was Saturday.
They told me she sung some song. Lathan told me, he said, Sister Amy sung a song. He said, I don't know how to explain it. Man. He said, but it had this mood, this feel to it. He said, it made me feel something.
Man,
sang,
Amy sung the fool out of that song, too.
She sang Leandria Johnson, Better Days.
Better Days.
Hey, man, look, I love Leandria, but I don't ever want to hear her sing it again.
That's what my son came over and told me that night.
I don't ever want
like that song I ever heard her sing.
I don't want to hear her sing that song.
Okay, I was saying
Amy.
Because Leandra can sing.
No, she can really sing.
Yes, she can. Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Amy Conner, man. Amy could always sing. You know what? I want to hear Amy sing "Fight On" one more time. Cause I'm telling, like the last time I heard it was at a funeral, so I don't want to hear it up under that pressure.
A funeral.
Yeah, that was. You know when Amber, my member died, Amber, and they sung "Fight On." The group, Dewan Bingham and One Praise.
One Praise.
They sung "Fight On" because that was her favorite song.
What's the song they be singing? Oh, the Lord's Prayer. Amy sung that and Bobby played at a wedding and had everybody in tears.
Wow.
But they were mad about that though.
Why?
Because she didn't want church at her wedding.
No. She didn't sing it. She didn't sing it at her wedding. It was at somebody else's wedding.
I know.
Oh, and they was mad for real?
Yeah.
Wow. And they sung. Amy sung the paint off that song. Yeah. But Bobby too, with them both together.
You don't want church at your wedding. Right.
Wow.
She a PK too.
Yeah, you don't want church.
Wow. I mean, Amy killed that song.
That's my sister.
Amy killed that song.
I don't think I want church.
We excel in everything we do.
I think it should be like.
Come on. But
I at least want the Lord to be acknowledged.
Oh, he's definitely. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be like, because
you want an R&B wedding.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want no wedding.
I'm churchy.
R&B. I don't want to say R&B too, but I do want it. I do want it like a love feast. Fest.
But you know what?
God is love.
I love feast.
I've never understood
he said, God is love. That's so apostolic. God is love, huh? Stand up and do gospel song.
You in the blue shirts.
Right.
Sing that gospel.
Get up.
I'm on gospel at your wedding. You hear me, Amber?
We can't march down. I've
been out here no Luther.
You're not gonna do that.
Luther?
No, but I mean,
trouble don't last.
A wedding to me, a wedding is not a wedding if you don't sing the Lord's Prayer before. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's always
my
right.
wedding is not even going to be like. I don't desire
I don't know what Amber wedding gonna be like.
I like to party. My reception, we could go get married in the office because That because I'm saying
Office Max.
I'm not finna
Office
pay.
Depot.
I feel like it's silly to pay all that money for me to sit in the
That's what I did,
sanctuary
Amber.
for 30 minutes. Nah, let's go
Be
party
stressed
at this
out
reception.
over who not on time,
With me walking down the
who
aisle.
didn't walk on time, who missed it.
I mean, but now I'm saying that
15
Amber's not
grand.
saying
Who
didn't wear the right
Amber's not
suit?
saying that you can't do it, but this is her
She said
preference.
she doesn't want to
So
do it.
don't y'all get upset.
That was my preference too,
because
Amber.
every woman is different. You know.
Yeah,
And
that's
I ain't
not
no
my
woman.
I got
desire.
prepared. Well,
Every man, every woman. They're all
right.
different.
she wants
I got married in my mom and daddy
My
living
Lord.
room.
the whole shebang. So
Go ahead.
Shebang. That whole shebang.
So we got to get ready.
People gonna have them big weddings and they have to go live with their parents for the first
That's
4
what I'm
months.
saying.
of
That
marriage.
definitely won't happen. I
You
buy in
know-
that spirit. That would not happen in my life. Shoot. I just got mad.
So I got married.
We won't do it.
I got married in my mom and daddy living room, and for our honeymoon, we went to the house we closed on the day before.
Exactly.
But I always made it that I don't want a big wedding and a low marriage. That's just not gonna work.
Right.
That's not it. High wedding, pricey wedding, but a low budget marriage. That's not working.
Because I feel like that's for everybody else. I mean, no.
Listen, when I get married, I will not be at the reception. I just want you to know that right now. I ain't got time to. Anyway,
Shout out to my boy Malcolm Darrell up in L.A.
what was that?
He just got married 3 weeks ago. He went to Mexico, got married, did a private ceremony on the beach.
See, that's what I want.
Just him and the pastor and the two pastors. And shout out. The only reason I shouted out because he and his bride Janetta, they kept it holy. They wouldn't kiss. They never kissed ever before, ever in life. Of course, they never had any type of intimate relations. Never did any of that. So shout out to Malcolm, who pretty much lost it after he said, "I do."
You better. Is he alive? Is he alive?
He pretty much lost it.
I'm sure.
Malcolm walking around talking like this now.
I appreciate.
So too, did you
I
and
appreciate
DeWanda
that
kiss
level.
before y'all got married?
Actually, we did in the beginning, but then there came a point where you
Y'all
got to
being high and
understand.
heavy?
My wife is Miss Missionary. I'm not talking about it. See,
My Lord.
I can tell how Mike look. I'm talking about missionary.
Mike tried to get you
on.
on. Mike tried to get you on. We praying for Mike. We praying for Mike.
No, you thought it was me. I knew what you was talking about. You talking about how saved she was.
Right.
No, y'all ain't gonna put that on Mike Lampkin. No.
So yes, we did, and then
I can't believe y'all.
I would say within the last.
Pastor Mike.
You won't let me finish my story. Within the last
Tell it, Ray.
year, that's when my wife and I we decided, because no, so we cut all.
That's good.
Cut all that out. So
That's good. See,
that was
that's
a long year.
Oh, I know it was.
But yeah,
But the Lord saw you through. But that's commendable though. When you get somebody that say, "Hey, let's sustain ourselves until marriage," you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And once the I do's is, "Hey, I got my shot." Huh? Amen. Let the Redeemer of the Lord say so. That's
So-
all that matters. So,
'cause I'm redeemed.
oh yeah, go ahead. We can tell. Two has 14
So how long did
kids.
y'all date before y'all got married?
Off and on 4 years. Because I was a typical man who just kind of strung her along. You know, scared, nervous, didn't know what to expect, and
Well, you tell him.
that's
So
real
then
deal.
once
Tell him I touched him.
the year before came, that's when you just kind of saw like, yeah, this gonna be my wife.
Yep. I honestly, to be honest with you, I used to have wordplay with her, play on words. I always told her I don't know until I say I do, because I always was technical. Knowing comes from the word knowledge, which is experiential, and so I always say I don't know you, my wife, even though I knew. I knew from the time my wife came on and started doing what she was doing, taking care of my children, because my 2 sons, or I had them before I married my wife. So man, to see how she genuinely, loved them, and they had a mother. She wasn't trying to replace their mother, but just she wasn't showing out. She wasn't doing it to get brownie points for me. She just genuinely took care of them. So I knew, man, I saw what kind of woman she was.
Shout out to DeWanda. That's great.
Shout out.
Go on,
That's
D.
good. Go ahead, DeWanda. And I'm gonna tell you something. That lady makes sure this place smells like heaven. Because there are some churches that just smells like
Ain't no
old
church.
mothballs, leaves, boxes. It's just listen. And I thank God for this Me Too Music City smelling like heaven. So shout out to DeWanda, man. I'm telling you, That's great too, and I really, like I said, for one time, Amber, I didn't think Tu and Dewana whoop their kids, but they do,
Man.
because they so nice. but they, I like one
What
time,
you don't know, the DCFS, I've had meetings with them in my house.
Are you serious?
Oh, absolutely. I ain't scared to say it on the radio either. They've been in my house.
Oh, wow.
I've given them water and cookies and juice. We done had several meetings. Cause I whips the kids.
Listen. My father was Joe
Kids
Jackson,
need beat.
so he
Well,
was
not
he was
whoop.
Joe Jackson. And every time he whooped me, I always look at my mom like, please get rid of him. Like, this ain't what God told you to marry. You need to divorce him. Just get up and go down there. Get up. You get up. Wow. All right. So let's move on. We're gonna let's just get to our minute to minute. We're gonna skip the song. We're gonna do the song too. What
You know, I wasn't prepared for this today. I honestly forgot about it.
Do it every week.
Yeah, I really do. Every week. But
You mentioned something earlier before we came out. You said we're gonna because I told you don't. Yeah,
you
that's right.
told, you
but one
told
thing you
me.
said you could talk about.
What
You
was it?
told me. What did y'all tell me? What did I say?
I
I
couldn't
don't
even
know.
think.
It had something to do
But
with convocation of church people.
Well, we'll talk about that next week.
Okay.
But if you ask me for a ride to church, don't sit there puffy like you ready to go. You leave when I leave.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good. Oh
that's
my
real good.
goodness.
You leave, and I like
I'm
to
about to give you
mingle.
gas money for that.
Man.
I like to mingle with the people after church.
I know you do.
Sometimes. Shut up. Sometimes.
She look for her Boaz.
Right. Absolutely.
Christ, this man is nuts. But anyway, when I move, that's when you move. Just like that.
And I hate when they start saying stuff like, "Oh, I had to be somewhere. Or,
Right,
I left my pot on."
And I said the bus stop is up there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you asked for a ride. Just wait,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because me and Tu help you with this. Because listen, that's a touchy subject.
man.
Real.
Don't, and then how about this? When you need a ride and we're picking you up, when we say we ready, be outside.
Oh my goodness.
Don't sit up
'Cause
here and
let
talk
me
about
tell
some. Let me get my shoes on. My father always say, if you had to put your shoes on, you're not ready. That's how my father.
Now you know
told
the
me.
other one too. When somebody asks for a ride home, but before you ever get them home, you've had to make 3 or 4 stops for them.
Oh, I'm definitely not doing that. You might
No,
stop it somewhere.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
just
doing
snooks. Yeah, can you might stop somewhere? Yeah, at your house.
Can you
Get
take
out.
me to Snooks?
Man, I'm telling you, boy.
And then
I
first
know I
of
want to be
all-
a bother, but can you run me by Chuck E. Cheese? Because I wanted to get my son. He only like pizzas from Chuck E. Cheese. Like what?
And he asked for gas, but told me I ain't got that much. You just went to the Galleria. What you talking about?
Man.
Shoot, go take that. Go
Amber,
take
that's
that
the
back.
best one
know
you
what
had.
I do? But you know what I do? I go to your house when I don't have no gas. So while we on our way to where we going, I'm pulling up at the gas station. Now what's about to happen here?
You know what? If I ever
What's
see you
about
do
that
that,
girl?
I'm gonna follow you around one day.
What's
Pick
about
somebody
to
up.
happen
Try
here?
to- How you doing? I'm doing good. Where you going? Shells. Right now. Because see, you're gonna walk back if you ain't got that to the
Because
five.
$5 don't cut it no more.
No, absolutely
Not
not.
at all.
Not when gas is $2.35 a
Exactly.
gallon.
Don't
The
cut
devil's
it.
deceived.
No.
He's really deceived in this
No,
season.
no.
We're not doing that. So listen, if y'all need a ride, here's the rules. Number 1, be outside. I don't care if it's storm. I don't care if it's a hurricane. Be outside. You want to ride?
And don't just have the door open to
Right, that don't mean nothing.
You
Right.
recognize I'm outside. No.
Right, they'll
No.
shake your head. I'm coming. No, come out now.
Now y'all have picked up somebody with children, so they'll send out like one child at a time.
At a time.
To just buy some time.
Right.
Man.
No.
Like I told you 30 minutes ago to be ready. 10 minutes ago. Like, what did
I
you
was
do?
actually talking to somebody on the phone while I was on the way to get them. Okay, I'm turning down your street. Knew I was on the way. Still had to wait 10 minutes for you to come outside.
Man, I would have left at 3.
Man.
And I left somebody one time. I said, hey, I'm out here. All right, I'm coming. I said, this is my car. Drove off. So where you at? I'm gone. What you thought? It's very disrespectful because, listen, you know how much time I'm wasting to come to cut through?
Because I don't care if I'm late. You be waiting for me.
Yep.
If I tell you 3 o'clock, I get there at 3:20. You better be waiting.
That's right.
I never forget Dr. King, my first time emceeing at their church, and this preacher was supposed to preach. And Dr. King let him sit there through that whole service. And he got up and said, Let everything that had breath be on time. And he let somebody else preach while that man was sitting there. And then it was like so many guests. And I MC, like, it had like at least 12 singers and a preacher. And then at the end of that, he looked at that man and said, now you can get up and preach. When I tell you, that's the day I knew that Dr. King did not play. And I was scared of him since then, seriously. I was scared to walk up that day.
I got a rule, but see, he got a rule too. But I got a rule I learned from him. Like if I'm working in the studio, me and Amber have been through. Amber, you know you can amen this. If you're an hour late, you got to wait for an hour. Well, I just do anything. I'm gonna do anything. I will make ups to I'll mop, I'll sweep, I'll watch videos, I'll play video games. Because if I wait for an hour, you got to wait for an additional hour before we start.
You're right.
Yep. Yeah, that was a good one, Amber. I like that.
Good job, Amber. That was good.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Proud of you. All right, let's do this song. I like this song. It's Sam Franklin Jackson. Now, this is originally written by Cedric Shannon Reeves. This song is called Something Bigger.
Oh, yeah.
And Sam Franklin Jackson is going to sing it for us. And this is produced by, what's his name? Aaron
Lewis.
Mike Lampkin Morning Show. I'm here with my co-host and ghostwriter and Stay with us. We'll be back.
God's gonna do something bigger than you've been believing for. God's gonna do something bigger than you've been believing for. Yeah, yeah. God's gonna do something bigger than you've been believing for. God's gonna do something bigger than you've been believing for.
That was hey.
Ready? It must be that gum.
Hey.
Oh, come on, man. Man, where's the camera at, man?
Man.
They did a whole robot session.
Hey, I never want to hear the St. Louis J Fellowship sing this again. Oh my goodness. Sam Franklin.
Yeah, that
She
lady.
sang this at convocation, but it was nobody in there because Shirley Caesar sang for over an hour. Over an hour long. Being shady is the honest to God truth.
Well, I was choosing
At the
between
late
that one or
night
this one.
Expressed in this program, not necessarily.
Well, maybe that one's
That was
better.
the first one I got to.
Yeah.
Did she do Shoutin' John?
She did every song she ever created.
Oh, my mule.
My God. Like, Grunty, I laughed so hard, I was crying. Any makeup I had on was gone. Like, when everybody thought she was done, she had another song. Then she went out to the audience and had them come up singing.
Mother walked.
I said, my God.
Is she a Jesus? Oh, Jesus, how I love. I like that song.
I love it too. But that's the song
And
she
then-
fussed at the band and all. Shh.
Then she got on one of them
Austin
little
Lane.
motor school things and rolled out of there still singing.
Also said, faith without hope. Shh. You playing for yourself, Austin. That was the funniest thing ever. I told him that too, so y'all don't go back to other. Lampkin. No, I told him in his face. Said that's what we can do here. That's what I said. Austin, remember that time you was playing at Kinley Temple? You said, faith without hope. Shh. He told him. And hit the volume control. Like he started laughing. So yeah. All right,
God's
here we
gonna
go.
do.
Let's get our in the know because I know we got some announcements. We got them.
Time for In the Know on the Mike Lampkin Morning Show.
All right, first up, Hernandez Union is looking for a job. Linda Galloway, let him go.
Are you being serious?
Nah, I'm joking.
I'm like, what? Like Hernandez, my boy. I ain't heard from him.
Whoa.
Man, I was about to say, boy.
I'm joking. It's all joking.
He joking, remember? Help him, Lord. Oh, Lord.
That's funny.
He needed some water.
Wow.
Who got that?
I got the. Well, he said first announcement. I was waiting on him.
I already
Okay.
gave it.
So everybody knows that on tonight.
Second announcement. 690 needs help.
So on tonight, don't forget, it's the close out of the Holy Convocation.
My bishop's night. My bishop's
This
night.
the bishop, your bishop, Bishop Elijah Hankerson. And on tonight's special guest speaker will be Bishop Marvin Winans, all the way from the Detroit, Michigan area.
Never leave you.
Perfected Church. What's the name of the church? Perfected Praise.
No, you
Perfected
said it right.
Church.
Perfecting faith. Oh, perfecting faith.
Okay. So that would be tonight, July the 28th at 7 p.m. at the Kennelly Temple.
Oh, CC be there.
Church of God in Christ, 4307 Kennelly Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63113. Bishop R.J. Ward is pastor. And then don't forget to join us on tomorrow. All roads lead to Pilgrim Rest, where they're going to have cake and juice, boy.
Rest.
That's going to be good. But it's going to be it's going to be a citywide birthday musical honoring Lady Erna French, her 50th birthday, featuring many groups, soloists, and pastors, surprise guest appearance, and cake and punch served immediately following. So for more information, call Melinda Curry at 314-610-5616. That's at the Christ Pilgrim Rest Church, 1341 North Kings Highway, St. Louis, Missouri, 63113. Pastor William Johnson is host. And then on Monday, I don't think we have anything Sunday. I don't know anything about Sunday. No, any of y'all? Nobody? Okay.
No, but
nobody. So on Monday, I ain't mean to cut y'all, Pastor, but since you didn't have nothing to say, on Monday, the next assignment, Pastor Jesse and Catherine Williams' farewell musical. I'm so tired of announcing this, I don't know what to do.
Wow.
But their farewell musical, just leave already.
The views expressed in that goes on Mike Lampkin.
Just leave. If you say you're gonna leave, just leave. Since you're gonna leave St. Louis anyway. But no, for my friends, Pastor Jesse, Lady Catherine Betsy Williams.
You're talking to my friends.
That's how you clean that up. Farewell Musical at the New Spring Church. Pastor Tony Farr. That's 10229. I said it wrong again. 10229, 10229 Lewis and Clark Boulevard, which is 367. It's over there. It's behind the DeVita, right behind it. Because I don't know if they have church sign out yet, right? So it's behind.
It's out, but you can't really. Well, wait a minute. No,
it's right behind the DeVita Dialysis Center, right on 367. If you're headed north on 367, I believe it's going to be on your left, right?
So so if those y'all that go there, get your blood clean and come on and shout with us.
So the Farewell Musical, July 31st, that's Monday. Doors will open at 6 and the musical begins at 7. Other than that, those are all of our announcements for the month of July. We have some announcements for August, but we'll start on that next month. So those are our announcements for right now. Thank y'all for joining me for these announcements this week.
Yay!
You said yay.
In the know on the Mike Lampkin Morning Show.
Clee, you horrible on them buttons today.
Real bad.
I'm sorry. I wasn't
y'all.
expecting that one.
Family Feud is coming here. I think we should go audition as a family.
The Mike Lampkin Morning Show.
We should, man.
How much money we get?
If we go to the
20?
one, we can win 20 G's.
All right.
20 G's?
20 G.
Man. How many keyboards I can buy with 20 G's? Oh, but we got to split that.
All that.
Two over here, y'all using.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many people get to get on the panel?
5.
So it's 5 of us.
I wish you would take all the money.
Right.
He over here calculating.
It's the Mike Lampkin Morning Show, but he's going to take the money.
$4,000 a piece?
Right, you act like Ed Morrow.
Man, there ain't no money.
I just wait. Ed Morrow, my friend.
Now he your friend. He my friend. Now you play the friend card.
Hi, CC. All right, so listen, I want to hear this again because this dude is just a phenomenal singer.
Thank you. I've really been practicing.
Leave out 2 Keen, everybody.
Ooh, yeah.
Lord, deliver me. Who was that?
Lord, deliver me.
Yeah, for real, right? Praise.
Just praise. For real.
Well, I can call that boy
It's
for real.
Vance Watt, man.
His mama can sing now.
Son of Lady Evangelist Jean Watt.
Yeah, Jean. Jean can sing.
Nephew of Pastor Tony Metcalf.
Hey, man, where he at?
He's out. He's doing a lot of work in the community with the youth. He has a youth organization.
Is he a pastor, right?
Yep.
Pastor Tony Metcalf, yeah.
Metcalf. He
Well,
said
whatever.
Metcalf.
Tony, call me, man. We supposed to be doing.
He actually
supposed to be doing a song together.
put out an EP. Is bad, man.
It don't mean nothing if I'm
really
not on
good.
there. It don't really matter. It don't matter. He said I'm supposed to be on there, so
It's
I don't.
actually
I don't want to hear it.
really good.
I don't care. When you tell me you're gonna do a song with me, I want to do it. That's all it is to it. If you ain't gonna do it, then I don't want to hear it. No, just playing. No, the little bit. I think you let me hear some of it.
It's
so
really good.
we'll play it on the next show. But right now, I want to hear some more Zaccardi, man. This dude is bad, man. I love this dude, man. Okay. I don't know if that was the right.
I know, right?
Nah, hold on now. Two get crazy over there.
Please play that Zaccardi.
Please.
We're leaving our mics on for this.
Yeah, might as well.
Commentate.
Dude, I love this. Looks like a whole gang of people out there.
It is.
I love this song too.
Put your hands together.
Shout out to Dark Cola.
it
say
back.
too short of a joke.
I'm gonna have that by
I
next
will
week.
mess up his rotator cuff.
Why can this dude sing like this, man?
I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. Shucks.
Man,
You just stopped singing this week, so hush up.
have y'all heard him on the new James Fortune album?
No, sir.
The one where he got two different faces?
Yeah, the Dear Future Me. I'm talking about, have you heard Zaccardi on there, the song?
No.
Man, you gotta hear it, man.
Speaking of that, I just bought me like 3 bar stools. No, they cut that. I can't.
Nope. We live, Doc. Nope. Now, I think as a topic of a good conversation, since you went there,
Let's talk about it.
this is just me right here. So fuss at me later and get mad at me later. But this is my take. This is me. And I'm gonna fess up for this one. This is Levi 2 King. So they really having full conversation out there.
Super loud.
Yeah, can we close the door? Right.
Super.
So trip off of this. Have y'all ever thought about this as consumers? Well, before I assume, when was the last time somebody purchased? Okay, let me ask that. Have y'all ever bought a CD, a gospel CD at this table?
Yes, sir.
Anybody?
Right. I
Okay.
have.
So we're consumers of gospel music, right?
Right.
Why is it then when an artist, now don't get it twisted, I do totally understand, Romans says that all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. I get that. But what is it about our gospel artists when they have this public fall and they refuse to acknowledge the fall and they go quiet until it's time to promote the album and then they start talking for the promos? But then have y'all found that the running theme and the running trend is when that artist who had this public fall, their next single or the song is about, pretty much like fresh, I'm restored.
You talking about J Moss?
I forgive me.
That's our J Moss song titles.
What? Restored? No. Remember
Fresh.
Ty Tribbett came out, it was fresh.
Right. But Restored and Forgive Me. is
Isaac
J. Moss.
Caree came out with the Clean This House. James Fortune came out with the I Forgive
Maybe
Me.
they all got the same songwriters.
Paul Morton came out with Lord, whatever you're doing this season, don't No, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
But as consumers,
I'm trying to lighten the mood.
No, I don't lighten the mood. But as consumers, don't y'all feel a little?
Heal me, Lord.
Don't y'all feel a little? What's the? You know how they say when somebody tries to urinate on you, but they call it rain.
Yeah,
that's how I feel as a gospel consumer. Y'all don't.
Or here's the thing too. How come? And I'm this again. This is no shade, nobody. But it's like
Definitely not shade.
Like, no, serious, because I'm trying to figure out how come everybody gets so suicidal when they mess up. Because no, seriously, everybody's like, I was gonna kill myself. Well, you wasn't when. Y'all ain't hearing me here.
He said, "Y'all ain't hearing me."
Oh, y'all don't want to talk to me, saints. Stand up.
So
Get up.
my only thing is we all sin.
Clear's laughing, and he's hell-bound.
Every last one of
He
us
is
sin.
so in.
All of us will fall.
Yeah, but-
I just hate when the ones who are supposed to be the ones who represent the church,
Mute him, G.
the ones who he's muted. You've been muted. The ones who represent the church. When they fall, they don't fess up. They don't talk about it. They don't
Never.
own up.
Never.
They say they're not going to speak about it, but they have this public,
I was watching one
fall. But then they talk when it's time for the new album to come out.
or they write a book about it.
All right.
I
And then
mean,
even the
but,
book would be like, sometimes God will take you through some things,
All right.
and but you can always bounce back.
I just feel a
so
little
you
insulted.
looking at that like through? I mean, like as far as being a person who buys gospel CDs versus secular, or just in general, because
when you're talking
because
about
I'm saying
when you're talking
that
about the
because-
gospel, there's a certain standard we're supposed to
But I'm
uphold.
saying, but I'm asking that because even like we don't always talk about all the stuff we do. So why is just because now I have a CD and I've done whatever
True.
that you expect me to be open?
True, but the
about
only
what
thing is when your sin is open and you refuse to address it. That's my only.
That's what he's talking about.
Because all of us, there are a lot of stuff that we do.
Yeah.
Apostle Paul showed us that. I ask people all the time, what was his thorn in his flesh?
Right.
We don't know because he didn't he didn't tell us. But there are other things that we know that people look at David. When David sinned, David went out in the street and cried and prayed unto God. We know there are many times when people sin and they confess
we
their
supposed to
sins.
confess them one to another, not one to everybody.
But the problem is when you are a leader in the church and in the gospel community and you openly sin, but to never address it until it's time to sell that product. That's my only issue. That's why I feel insulted as a member of the body.
So you're doing it. So it's almost like you saying that. No, you're muted. So it's almost like
I actually wasn't even talking to the mic.
Yeah, muted, G. So it's almost like saying that they only somewhat confessing just to get sales.
And I'm not saying that's what they're doing. It's just that's what it appears.
That's what it appears like. Like, let me go on
so
and
it's
say
slightly insulting
because I got
Yeah. And what
that's
is it?
like? That's almost like me being nice to Amber because I actually need something from her.
Yeah.
She's just like somebody
Exactly.
this week.
Exactly.
I ain't say it. Say I'm being nice.
But if you do it and you
don't do it,
and you do it openly,
right? It's just like if me and Amber get into it, and now that the Holy Ghost is up, we start shouting together. That hasn't rectified nothing.
It sure
we have
hasn't.
to come on, Amber. Oh,
Right.
oh,
It hasn't.
and we need to still sit down and talk. Because we need to talk about what happened so that we can move on like the word says.
Right.
The word didn't say when you find an altar against your brother, dance with them. No. Go to them and reconcile your difference. And if they receive you, you gain a brother.
Right.
Which means you gain a family member. Y'all become family. And that's what it's all about.
And when I look at Pastor Fred Price Jr., he kind of did it like what Paul did. He almost came out and said, I got a thorn in my flesh, but he hasn't told us.
I saw something like that, but I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
he stepped down from his church.
Why?
We don't know.
Oh, okay, he just stepped down.
But he openly
he just stepped down.
told them, I'm going to step down.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. He didn't tell them what he did.
Yeah.
But at least I can respect
that, yeah.
a man who, he didn't have to tell everybody because his sin or whatever happened.
That is his son,
We don't
right?
know if it's, that's his son. We
His
don't know if
son.
it's sin, but whatever happened, it wasn't
We can
public. So he
respect
didn't
the
have
fact.
to publicly bring that. He didn't have to address that. So because that's not public knowledge. But then when your sin is public, when you are plastered across the headlines, the news, that's the only reason I named. I'm not being shady at all. That's the only reason I named James Fortune because James Fortune was plastered across the news. That's the reason I named.
That's why I started laughing. I
Ty
got
Tribbett.
the bar stools.
Right. That's the only reason I brought it up. J. Moss because his stuff was plastered across the media.
I have, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm finna go with too.
And these are all guys whose music I love.
Honest. Yeah, absolutely. I love it, and I will still support his music. It's something in me. I just got a problem. Well, yeah, I don't say a problem, but I wasn't raised to put my hands on women. That's just bottom line. You know what I'm saying? It's something you don't do. And they should know what I mean. I say, hey, if I feel like I gotta choke you out, it's over. Like we ain't coming back together because once you feel like you can put your hands on a woman, the respect is going. It's like spitting in her face.
Exactly.
And so if there's any woman out there, you got guys, spitting in your face or smacking you around or throwing drinks in your face, and you talking about that's not love.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, and talking about you or demeaning you, that's the same. That's the same thing as
I don't know why
smacking
Amber
you.
looking at me like that, but I mean it happens. You know what I'm saying? They cussing you out, they calling you out your name. Your girlfriend, your wife, your whatever should not be the letters B.
Never.
H. Never, ever in life,
Especially
ever.
she your wife,
right? You don't talk to the person that you are intending to marry like that at all. You never embarrass her in public. Whatever your issues is supposed to be handled in private. You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, you know what I'm saying? Like something that was disheartening to me. I saw on Facebook or somewhere where they had this guy had a whole dog leash on this girl. What? And my heart hurts.
She was crawling,
sitting there like a dog, and my heart literally. I'm serious, y'all. My heart hurts because like, what mentality are you under to where you have to sit there like a dog, and wait for this man to pull your chain like I'm ready to go. And and that's the work of the enemy, man. Like you don't have to be in that type of relationship. Like I'm serious. And I was raised so you don't put your hand on women, you don't talk to people crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that goes vice versa.
But the thing, what the difference is with you and a lot of other people, you have both parents in your home. So a lot of these women don't know. I mean, haven't been shown this is how
That's
a
a
man
true
is supposed
statement.
to treat you. So because they missing that love, they accept whatever.
Or they had their parents and the man saw him do that to his mama. You know what I'm saying?
But can I say this, you all? At some point, you can't stay in that same blame of, well, I didn't have two parents, I didn't have one parent, I didn't have no parent. At some point, you got to start you got to start either looking for the right guidance or just start like doing some self-help. Like, I know this can't be the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because if we spend our lives blaming where we come from, we'll never get anywhere. And that's just the truth.
But it shows too the huge deficit and lack in a person when you can allow yourself to go through
that, man. And my heart, like, dude, get out of that. Like that movie, Get Out. Said, Rose, where's the keys? Rose, where's my? Say, I can't let you go, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got people that's like that now. You know what I'm saying? So caught up because you want to just be with somebody to where you'll take anything. That the devil's a liar, and I pray for you now that you'll get out of that foolishness, man. Don't There's so much better for you. Yeah. So much better. Seriously. And this is just in general, because I see people do that. You know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised how many people go home to a broken home. You know what I'm saying? Verbally, physically. You know what I'm saying? It happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. You know, and it's just and not just this ain't just about preaching and pastor. It's anybody. Yeah. You know. Yeah. So. Yeah, so if you need help, hey, inbox us. We got some numbers for you.
Hey, I got a question though.
Help.
I got a question.
We're not gonna answer that.
So,
now go ahead. Go.
Why do you think they wait?
Speaking of that,
speaking of those power, did y'all see that?
No, I am free.
Lord, praise the Lord, I'm free. Yeah.
Dude, it come on Sunday. Why do you call it?
Why you Friday?
It's 5 days later.
Friday.
Huh?
It's 5 days later.
I'm sorry, man. I just ain't had. I've been.
You ain't on tour. Get up.
You right. I'm not.
You're not gonna be in Dallas next week,
right?
So you got time to watch the show,
right? You'll be
right.
at the Potter's house.
Ask your question.
Right.
Come on, he forgot the question.
No. Why do you think they wait until that moment where they actually, or that saying is open? Why you think they just wait? You know what I'm saying, to actually say something about it, or they write their book. You know what I'm saying, or do they song? Why do you think they wait?
Marketing. Honestly, a lot of times I think you have people in your ear, like your
PR,
managers, your record companies,
PR,
who say wait, and then we're going to capitalize on this. Let's let it die down. But then people will be ready for you to speak, because then when you speak, then they want to hear you, and then we can sell these songs to say. Now I can't speak and say that's exactly what happened for everybody, but come on, man, it's too obvious. Because why does everybody come out with a "I've been clean" song? I've been, and I'm sure, and I'm totally sure that when people go through those situations, they probably go through a salvation moment where they are, they're calling out to God, and they do feel like they're fresh and they need, forgiveness and all that. But it's a little weird that every time you see it happen, that's the exact same theme. Everybody gets quiet, and then everybody comes out with a kind of almost a "you can't judge me, God already did." Because when you listen to, I'm not gonna name which ones. Y'all go listen to the ones I named, and I guarantee you on 2 of those, you're gonna find in the closing of their first singles, they actually said that in their songs.
And it's not even about that. It's just about, you need somebody that's gonna bring you to the level of accountability. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody's correcting you, doesn't mean they're judging you. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to court and tell the judge, "Don't judge me."
Right.
Yeah. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So,
and what's crazy in the church? I mean, according to the word, the church is supposed to judge one another. We're not supposed to judge the world.
Begin.
Right. It's the world that God said for the church not to judge, that He would judge the world.
He would.
But if we don't judge what happens within, then we have a corrupt system. We have a corrupt church. So that's how we keep corruption out. That's the
also,
Bible.
I think on the other hand is the music industry is still business. It's not always a spiritual thing. So
Absolutely.
just like with Mary J. Blige, her whole album is about her husband. Y'all don't listen to that stuff.
Oh,
but her whole album is about her husband. So now people can. Everybody know with Mary J. Blige, her songs are better when she going through. So when I tell you that album is a good album, it just is. So when people can relate to her, being hurt and all this stuff, you gonna make some money. Yeah. So maybe that could be a thing too.
I get that. But in all of these cases, everybody I mentioned were not the victims, but the perpetrators.
No, spiritual.
So that's like going to buy OJ's book or his CD.
I'm talking business. I ain't talking about.
Let me go rob a bank. So by the time my CD come out, I'm a be. You know what I'm saying?
Let me go buy Charlie Manson CD.
How you rob your own stuff? Go to jail for robbing your own gear. Like, where did he do that at? Like that didn't click until like 2 weeks ago when Dr. King. I was like, he really went to jail for robbing his own stuff. Like,
and,
really?
and they gave him more time than he was supposed to.
That's crazy.
So you know they
9
was getting him for 95
for your own souvenirs. What?
That was excessive.
Well.
But shout out to my brother, Pastor Michael A. Lampkin. The A stands for avoiding, because he avoided that whole conversation and switched up. Did y'all catch
He
that?
did.
Hold on, which one?
He did.
Which one?
He did.
Michael avoiding Lampkin.
Wait, what I
Ooh,
avoid?
yeah.
What I avoid?
See, because let me tell you, too, this is how I feel about it. I'm talking about gospel artists who come out with these CDs after sinning and openly, we all sin. I know that. I'm being all nice and diplomatic and all that. We all sin. And he says, yeah, man, because, man, I just don't believe. You don't touch no woman. He just changed the subject.
I thought he was talking about Jonathan beat his wife.
I don't know. You just said it on the air.
You
but I don't
just
know.
said it on the air.
Who doesn't?
I mean, it's public knowledge.
It's public
No,
knowledge
that's what I
that
thought he
he
was
had hit his
related.
wife with a bar stool.
That's why you say I'm gonna go buy me 3 bars.
That's not why I said that. Nah, this show.
You got to be pretty angry.
3
To hit your wife with a bar stool?
You
Dude, that is definitely a demon.
Now, we don't know. No, I wouldn't say that. We don't know the story. But see, now this is where I rebuke you. You are rebuked. You are rebuked and muted. Because it don't mean he got a demon.
This man straight said you got to be pretty angry.
Now I'm on Pastor Mike's side. Now you muted, Doc.
You gotta be angry to hear somebody pick up a whole bar stool.
But look, I'm on Pastor Mike's side. Like he said, we don't know the story. We don't know if that woman pushed him to that point, called him all kind of this.
It's
slapped him.
There's two sides. And that's
Let
why
me
I'm
tell
saying
y'all
it
this.
goes vice versa. Hold on, Amber. It goes vice versa.
He gave you the gospel fist
It goes-
when you want the musician
it
to
goes-
stop playing.
It goes by. It's vice versa. It really is, because you're not supposed to provoke people to anger.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And if this man had an anger management problem, and you know him, you know what I'm saying? See, don't act like you ain't been knowing that. So if you push this man buttons, then the bar stool is your reward.
Yep.
I mean, let's just be honest. No, because
I'm with you on
all
that.
for what's
Yeah.
right.
I get
I'm
you.
with you on that.
Because no woman's supposed to be hitting the man or provoke him to
That's it.
anger. You know what I'm saying?
That's
'Cause I'm
it.
telling you, you hit me like a man.
Women like
I'ma
to
knock
say,
you out.
yep.
That's
Women
it.
like to say anything,
That's it.
call you,
I mean,
and
now,
women
she
hit
probably-
low.
Now,
She could have
they
probably
hit
hit him.
Yep.
But in my Bible class, I said when women get angry at men, the silly ones,
Yeah.
what they mess, the first thing they attack is his ego.
Yep,
His
absolutely.
man, then they
I'm
attack his
sorry.
employment, then they attack his private.
Yep.
Yeah.
He ain't got nothing down there.
Yep.
No. Let's just be honest. Now all the time you do all that screaming. Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm just saying that's right. So I'm with
That's
you.
why I
we
said
talking
women-
real today.
women hit
They
low,
They hit
boy.
real low.
Yeah, they do.
But guess what? We hit lower, and you got high. You caught that bar stool. And let me tell you something. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the right
Put my Lord. Hold on. Don't put my Lord in there.
So no, but I
was
agree
on your
with
side
you.
at
It
first.
goes, man. I need you to
does.
stay
It
on
does.
my side. I need to have a consistency in this season. No, I agree. It goes both
sides.
Right. It goes both ways. What y'all think, Radio Land?
That's crazy.
It's true.
I mean,
It's-
because
it's real
because
power.
I will say
Because I've seen
you
some men
never
get whooped too.
you never hear about what they did. You just hear about
Never.
what, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
Yeah,
Because even
people
with
just
the Ty
have
Tribbett situation,
mentality.
you know, that whole situation, you know,
that wasn't a
he
good
talked
example.
about his.
Yeah,
Try
it
somebody
No,
else.
he talked about.
'cause
No,
she
it was
said,
talked about.
okay.
His was bad, but they ain't saying nothing about what she did.
Well, we know what she did. That was reported too.
Well, but it wasn't talked
guess
about
what?
like his was.
And
though.
guess
True.
what?
That's what I'm saying.
But listen, both of them was the truth.
The views expressed in
All
this
right,
program
fresh.
We gotta move out of here.
not necessarily the views of
I was with y'all. That was low.
That was a low blow, Clee, and you held by.
No, clean.
You are no longer
How you gonna blame it on me?
He said you were no longer welcome.
How you gonna blame it on
Yeah, I'm
me?
gonna take you over to 690 today.
You got time out. Sit in the corner.
Right, please get up.
Now, I must say this.
You in the black
Y'all know
shirt,
we don't
get up.
we don't normally address and talk about, controversial issues like that, stuff that, we don't really have the answers. We don't do that.
we don't.
But since I asked the question and I guess I opened the door, which I don't think anything was wrong with this particular conference. I think it's healthy for the body of Christ.
Yeah.
Because we're having it openly. We're not really expressing opinions necessarily.
Yeah.
My only thing was I just had a question. Do you all feel weird when gospel artists, because they're not R&B artists?
I know Cal is writing a whole paragraph on the chat. This boy here, he finna
He's going in.
Christos, he finna do all.
But the etiology of the
he finna call a bullet
Smoothenology
Best Ann
says that the church,
Holiday Inn. He finna call everybody. Go ahead, Kyle. We gonna wait. We gonna give you 5 minutes to write this book.
I think Amber said it one time though. How we just
come on, Janet Love. I know you gonna come right behind me.
Amen to Kyle,
right. Go ahead, Kyle.
Right.
No, we just sometimes I feel like we just don't address certain things that need to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? That even goes just within the church. We just
you sound like Yvette right there. We just don't address things that need to be addressed. that was an Yvette Tuman, whatever that is. Tuman moment.
Yeah, but so we talked about it today, and we didn't do it to start nothing. We didn't do it to ruffle any feathers. We just did it because honestly, I think it's conversation that's needed. And don't you think so, Amber?
It is. It's needed.
Yeah.
Don't put your hands on nobody if you don't want them to put their hands on you.
Absolutely.
For real.
Oh well, he muted both of us.
Because I know, like a lot of men be like, I thank God I'm not no woman, but I thank the Lord I'm not no man, because I'm telling you how some of these women talk. I know I'd be in jail because you just not gonna talk to me like
Absolutely.
that. You just not all in my face, and I got personal. If spit land on me, that's it.
Absolutely.
That's it.
I'm with you too, Amber.
Listen, Amber don't play any games here.
Not.
She said, "You walk over, you will limp back. You will."
Yeah.
Ain't no such thing as fighting for whatever is around. That's the fight.
Absolutely.
Well,
Jesus.
You just move your bar stools back.
Right.
All right, let's get off of that.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I'm finna close with this because we didn't talk. You happy now? Because this was a talk show today for you.
I appreciate it. And I'm sure Radio Land did too.
I'm sure they did. Because I'm sure the chats, not I'm sure, look at the chats. They are lit up. I got to see the mic.
I have a testimony. And
Go ahead.
Talk about it.
So y'all know on eBay,
every week to 4 weeks, eBay. Come on.
Talking about this piano?
Yeah.
I hope you got it.
I hope so too.
Do you have it?
He couldn't have got it because I ain't got a call from him this week to say he got it. Let's see your testimony.
You got
man.
testimony.
Come on. Let me cut the music.
His face is great.
So I tried to bid, and it got up to like 474. And somebody like 3 minutes before me.
Oh God.
Took it, and my heart was hurt. Then I went for another bid, and I didn't get it.
Oh God.
And then two over here talking about somehow he got the Casio.
He did. He
for $500.
He did. He did.
And then he called one of his little friends and somebody else that he knew. He let them get it for $500.
He did say that.
Never called me, and I'm supposed to be his brother.
I got a testimony.
So what do you do? What do you text?
I'm sending you this link to one that my boy sent me late last night.
Nah. So this last time,
no,
it was a Casio on there. It started at 414.
He not talking about the calculator one.
So I put the
not the one Jesse got.
No, not the one Jesse got. Jesse ain't got a Casio. He got a. It's the cut 3000.
Bro, I'm not with that, dog.
Jesse heard the show last week too. He texted me. I was like, "Oh man, and we still want that money though." But man, when I tell you God did a miracle this week,
yes,
for
he
me,
did.
I won for $490.
Oh, so I don't have to send you this link,
and I got a Casio and a hard case.
Come on, that's it.
Are you for $490?
$490.
The case, hard case by itself is like $200-300.
So what? Would you mad?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. How you gonna be mad?
Let me get that case. Once you bless me with that. No, I'm just playing.
No,
I don't even carry keyboards nowhere. I don't need no case.
You got 80 of them everywhere you go.
So you got it, but it hasn't come yet.
No, it'll be here first Tuesday of August. So next week.
Next Tuesday.
Yep.
Oh man.
Dude, I won Monday night, man.
You better bring it with you to the show next week so I can load your sounds up.
Okay, now I'm gonna load my own sound. Cause see, you weren't fair. No, I mean, I need like some piano, like a rolls and the strings on.
Got
it.
you, man.
You already got it.
I got
All
you,
right,
man.
Cool. Thank you, G. Man, when I tell you,
Yeah, G.
like I bid like 3 times and nothing happened.
$4.90 free shipping.
No, it was like $50.
Oh, that's great.
But it's
deal.
coming from like Texas or something. But
That's a great
the dude was. I told him, man, I'm giving you. I said, I'm sending you my money first thing in the morning. He's like, all right. As soon as you get it, I'm gonna ship it. And I'll tell you right, I've been watching that. It's in transit right now.
Oh wow.
That's it.
Man, God is so good to Mike Lampkin. Ever since Jesse stole my keyboard because he hadn't paid for it, I have. What I tell you, God said, for your shame.
Expressed in this program are not necessarily the views of Me Too.
That's scripture too. I don't care nothing about that. The views expressed.
The views expressed in this program are not necessarily the views of Me Too.
So
Music.
Jesse, I need about $200 back because I had to pay $4.90. So I want it back now. I don't want to come to Solomon's temple and heal you, Lord.
The views expressed in this
So
program are not
I'm gonna take
necessarily
that.
the views
I'm
of
gonna take
Me
that
Too
MM8 and throw it across that
Can
church.
we end this show, please?
Expressed in this program are not necessarily the views of Me Too Music.
It's time to the clock on the wall.
I'll be on page and tomorrow morning.
Says
You don't have my
3:37.
money. No, no, so yeah, man, $4.90 with a hard
That's
case.
so off. 3
and
days.
it's lightly used, man. It was in the studio, smoke-free environment.
Wow.
So
That usually means about 4 keys broke and it's gonna be yellow with smoke stains. That's usually they be lying.
man,
on the
hate
internet.
us, man. Hate us, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
These
gonna be a
man got
hater.
hard case.
Bring it and I'm gonna load your sounds up.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah.
So man, God is good. So that's my test. Anybody else got a testimony before we close?
Hey, God has been good to me. That's it.
What do you do?
You know what?
Oh,
I just want no,
Here
for
we
real.
go.
So I really want to thank the people who came and supported me in the kitchen on Wednesday. I had people who didn't even come to service, but just came down there to purchase food for me. And
Oh, Hanks ain't watching. I mean, listening.
well, no, he probably not.
Cause listen, he's watching that.
But
movie.
I'm appreciative. And that's all I have to say about that. And First Lady Lampkin will be in the kitchen again tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Last night was wonderful, and she'll be back.
Let me give y'all the
tonight.
menu for the night. Friday night.
Yeah, what's the menu for Friday night for tonight?
Hold on.
Last night she
Keep
had
talking,
chicken
Amber.
wings,
Oh, God.
Philly cheese,
Oh, God.
and Polish.
Oh, God.
Does she do chicken Philly cheesesteaks?
No.
Man,
That sound good.
So you should come. You should come to Convocation.
I
Tonight,
came last
it's on
night
the
via Larry Lee.
Well, I guess so.
Tonight they selling fried chicken wings for $13.
Oh, God.
Barbecue rib tips for $13.
Jesus.
Catfish fillets for $13.
Wow.
The size of muscatoli, green beans, and potato salad.
Ooh-wee.
Y'all doing pre-orders?
Pre-order, so inbox.
If you have never had our muscatoli,
Right.
have a mercy on
Yeah,
That
if y'all-
fish,
if y'all want
too.
to,
Jesus. Chicken?
if
Oh,
y'all,
God.
if y'all want to
Chicken,
pre-order,
boy.
just
Oh,
inbox me, Michael Lampkin on Facebook or Amber. Either way, we'll get it to
Right.
her.
Sure
Cause
will.
we in this together.
Sure will.
Amber made $10,000 last night.
Hey, the Lord, the Lord is kind to me.
Come on.
And no, I better not say that on the radio land.
Tell
But
me
anyway,
once we
God
get
is
off.
good. Well, the clock on the wall said it's time for us to go.
Hey, hallelujah.
We've been here too long, so let's go. I got to go and pick up my cigarettes. I'm joking. I'm
He's
joking.
joking.
I'm
He's
definitely
joking.
joking. I haven't smoked a day in my life except for a turkey.
The views expressed in this program are not necessarily
Let me see
the
what
views
they
of
got.
Me Too Music.
So I'll see you all tonight, and if not, I'll see you Sunday at 1:00.
Saturday at Ernest thing.
I'm not going. No, I'm just kidding. Erna killed me if I wasn't there. So yeah, I'll see you tonight. I'll see you Saturday. I'll see you Sunday, and I'll see you Monday.
Erna, I'm letting you know I can't be there. We have an event here at the
He
city.
lying.
I have to be here for.
There's nobody coming.
So, actually, matter of fact, Friday tonight I got an event here at the city, and Sunday we
You
have
can
a
give
wedding.
me your offer, and I'll make sure she get it.
I will absolutely give you an offer.
Sure do have a wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to
get-
pay for that wedding.
No, I don't.
They told me you were playing.
Who getting
I ain't
divorced?
playing nothing.
They told you. Were
Who
No,
getting
they playing.
divorced?
No, they playing. I thought they
This
had
man
regular.
is crazy. Hey, we just talking gibberish. Let's get out of
All
here.
right.
Let's go.
Thank y'all for joining the Levi 2 King Morning Show.
Bye.
What?
Oh, speaking of, y'all know we do have a Me Too Music Sunday morning show starting this Sunday, so y'all listen in.
This
Facebook
Sunday.
Live. Look at Mike. Look, hating. Talking about I'm hating on the keyboard. He hating on the show. We all work together. I play your songs and your commercials on Sunday morning.
Ain't nobody getting paid for none of this, so it
Hey.
don't matter.
Well, I can't lie.
Right, the truth.
I do. I just don't share.
That's a shame.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. We
God
ain't
bless
got to
you.
get paid. We own this. This is our stuff.
Well,
You own this.
At least we ain't got to.
Nah, don't try to be on that side now, right? You own it. This is me too. It didn't say Mike. It didn't say Mike Amberclay. It say me2music.com. You got it. Good.
Just
8
me.
acres, mine. Just me.
Just me.
Play that song.
Just me, G.
Play that song, G.
I don't know which one to play.
The last one.
Let's get out of here.
bye.
God bless you all. Have a wonderful weekend. I love every last one of you all.
Please
Mike
play
Lampkin
it
Morning
now.
Show, 30th episode.
Oh, he say
Thank you.
something
Stay
else.
with it.
Play it.
God bless you. 8 acres. 8 acres. 8 acres.
I'll be trusting in the Lord, believing in His word.
love this show. Mike Lampkin Morning Show.
Michael Lampkin Morning Show.